middle of December and just been itching to kind of get one last river trip in before the end of the season. Gonna do some tarp camping, got some good food to cook, and really looking forward to getting into this river that I've been meaning to do for a long time. It's actually something that's been on my bucket list for a while, and I think this winter scenery is just gonna be absolutely perfect. I got about an hour left of light, so I just gotta go upriver a little bit because this lake over here, it looks it's all iced in. And I think just with sunlight, I just need to do something that's sure to find a campsite instead of being stuck out and trying to find my way in the middle of the lake through ice. The river is more sure that I can get right up against the shore without having to break ice. So really looking forward to getting into it. This is quite shallow, and I'm paddling far less aggressive than I would maybe in the summer, just because I really don't want to tip. I actually don't think I'm going to go much farther than camping right here. Let's see if this is a good camp spot right here. Good news is there's lots of good wood around this area, though I'm a little pressed for flat spots. The snow's covering up a lot of brush that's fallen on the ground. I'm just gonna take a minute, look around and see if I can find a really flat spot, but that is a good piece of wood right there. I see a few others, so I'm good for wood. Very happy about that. Just need to find a flat place to lay. This is the best spot that I found using this tree and this tree over here. The only problem is there's this kind of sketchy widowmaker, but it's 95% gonna fall over there. And at this time of the day, I think I'm just gonna take those chances. Okay, I found a better spot. It's a little bit farther up from my canoe. It's a little bit of a haul, but there's not a widowmaker there, and my wife does not want to be a widow. So, keeping her in mind, and this beautiful view, I'm going to camp right here. I think it's time to collect some wood and get a fire started. I can do the last finishing touches on the tarp after a fire is going. So luckily I know where there's a ton of wood. Looking forward to getting that going. Starting to get hungry as well. Oh, it's much better up here. It's a little bit of punky stuff on the outside, but that'll burn good. There's a lot of good stuff on the inside. It was sort of a mistake not grabbing birch bark on the way in here, because I could have easily not found any. I'm really grateful for this dead tree right here. This will do me well. Some fresher birch bark will be nice as well, but this is good. The nice thing about dead trees, you can take as much as you want. Probably the best part of the day. After getting in the sleeping bag and after eating, this is the best part of the day. All the wood's collected. Nothing really to do. Maybe I'll just do a few more sort of chores before going to bed, but oh man, I have to admit it was a lot sort of getting out the door this morning. I procrastinated. I probably lost about an hour and a half. I could have used that today just with the light, but I'm not going to beat myself up over it just because getting here is the hardest part. Part of the reason why I just brought these 2 barrels is because I didn't really want to think about everything that I needed to bring and not, you know, just kind of throw it in. If I brought extra, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I'm going on 1 or 2 portages, so you know they shouldn't be too long, and even if so, that's a compromise I'm willing to make. Just getting out the door sometimes is the hard part. I was kind of dragging my feet, but now I'm just super pumped to be here. And first winter camping trip of the year, last river trip of the year, probably last river trip of the year, almost certainly last river trip of the year. That would just be wishful thinking. And I'm so excited to go down this river tomorrow. I think it's going to be really beautiful. So we got some canned chili here. Always prefer homemade chili, but I'm sure this will be absolutely delicious. So the cheddar cheese in there. Oh yeah, okay. Warm chili on a cold day. It's a thing. It's a thing. Just a man of culture right here. Mexican food, you say? Actually, I just stole this meal from Xander, who stole this from John. Thanks, John. This is definitely the nicest time of day. My legs are saying thank you. You might ask why I'm wrapped in this tarp, just to prevent embers from falling on my sleeping mattress. You know, I've woken up on the cold ground more than once, and it's not pleasant doing that, or pleasant having to fill up your air mattress every half an hour throughout the night, so trying to avoid that. Really enjoying being here. It's the first winter trip of the year. Really looking forward to the canoe ride down the river tomorrow. So it's 6:30 in the morning now. I had an awesome sleep. And I'm very pleased to announce that there are embers still in the fire. Should be pretty easy to get the fire back started.
a lap of luxury right here. It's one of my favorite things about winter camping, coffee in bed. While I got that cooking there, I'm gonna tear down my stuff and start getting ready to go. And there you go, pot of cooked bacon. Well, I'm feeling experimental. I'm gonna use this wrap here. I'm gonna use some bacon and some cheese. I mean, what could go wrong, right? Yeah, it tastes like a bacon cheese wrap. It's stunning out, but I'm a little worried. We're only like 300 meters in and we're already getting iced out in the lake here. This is not looking good. Not looking good at all. This is a lot of work. I don't know how well this is gonna go. Ice is about a centimeter thick. Oh man, you gotta keep your momentum. I'm just gonna try to get around this corner and see where it widens out. See if I can see any open spots. I wish I had my binoculars right now. This really makes me wish that I crossed the lake last night like I originally intended. I just kind of got in late,
And it's been warm the last few days. That's why this whole trip's possible. But last night it got cold again. But at this pace, it's not looking good. I won't be able to make it to the takeout today if I have to deal with about 3 kilometers of this. This ice is getting thicker and thicker. I'm gonna try to follow these cracks here. Hopefully it makes it a little bit easier. I no longer can just paddle like normally, because if I don't jab my paddle into the water, it just slides across like this. Just sort of, I have to like stick it in. I think there might be open water over here, but it's so hard to say. It just could be ice without snow on it. I'm just gonna go another 50 meters or so. Yeah, there's no two ways about it. This is it. It's getting much harder, much slower, and that kind of tells you everything you need to know. I thought I saw open water over here, but I don't. It's just ice that the snow has been blown off of. And if I had a bunch more time, then I would opt to track along the shore, but just looking at the shoreline here and how much effort it would take me to get there, because the ice is thicker along the shoreline, it would take me 4 or 5 hours to get 3 kilometers down to the end of the lake. I don't have time for that. You know, and these days are short, and I think there's no other option but just to call it. I'm gonna have to haul my canoe back up the forestry road. It's about 3 kilometers that way. Yeah, it's been good. So this is the rope attached to the canoe. It's got a little knot stuck in it right now because it's frozen, and I don't feel like dealing with that. So I have a knot that should hold, just an overhand. And I have my barrel carrying backpack, and I'm going to attach this to here, and now I have a harness to haul my canoe with. As you can see, the snow is sticking to the bottom of the wet canoe, and this just makes it impossible to pull, like really, really hard, a lot of friction. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it back in the water and make sure to get all the snow off, and then bring it up onto the shore without any snow on it and let it freeze. Hopefully that does the trick. Well, harness is working pretty good. As long as I don't jerk it too much, I don't risk breaking that strap. And the canoe is pulling a lot better. I'm gonna check it in a bit, but it's not easy, but it's not as bad as I thought it might be. I've walked the last 3 kilometers back to the car, and the canoe worked out really, really well. Letting it freeze lets it slide really beautifully, so really happy about that. It could have been a whole nother situation if I didn't do that. A little bit disappointed that I couldn't go down the river on a day like today with the sunshine and the snow from yesterday. It would have been really beautiful, but hey, I can't complain. Like, I've had so many beautiful river trips this year, and I can't be greedy. Not only that, winter is right around the corner.